Hey guys, so looks like it's time for another tarot haul. June 2021 tarot haul. I got 7 decks. As long as I can keep doing these kind of relatively small hauls each month, then I don't have to make 2-hour-long videos where I get mad halfway through and you guys make fun of me for the rest of my life. So today we have 7 decks, 3 that I purchased because Hay House had a sale and how could I not? And 3 that you guys sent me, thank you. And then I have a special Kickstarter deck. I have an advanced copy. I'm super excited to tell you guys about it. So let's get into it, shall we? I have in my hands the newest Artisan Tarot deck. Now it is a restored 1760s Marcel deck. And I'm gonna read you all the information that they sent me. I was gonna try to regurgitate it, but I was confident that I was gonna fuck it up. So we're not doing that. We're leaving no room for errors today. We're just gonna do it correctly, all right? William Rader and Kristen Condor, names on screen in case I'm mispronouncing them, are the artists behind it. They're behind Artisan Tarot. The Nicholas Convert deck was produced in Marseille in 1760 by Nicholas Convert. The cards were used for divination and were believed to hold ancient esoteric wisdom. The Nicholas Convert Tarot has influenced many popular decks, including the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Our project is a culmination of many years of research. We began restoring the major arcana in 2019 and released our edition in 2020. Due to rave reviews, we spent an additional year to further refine the major arcana and restore the minor arcana. The restoration consisted of meticulously redrawing and recoloring the original images. We then clarified many of the details by comparing them to other historic Tarot de Marseille decks. Our goal was not to create an exact reproduction, but an elegant, refined deck that would inspire the imagination of the modern reader. And then it gives you the specifics, which is the size of the cards, and also that it's a 310, what is it, GSM? The cardstock, and it's got a linen finish on it. So, I have an advanced copy. This is a Kickstarter. The Kickstarter launched like 2-3 days ago, and I was planning on releasing the video the day that I'm releasing it, but they fully funded this Kickstarter in 3 hours. So if you want it, you better get on it. This deck is awesome. I am so hyped to have an advanced copy. Let me throw it out of the way. I'm going to show you close-up shots, as always, of the cards. All right, so if you know me and you've been watching my videos, then you already know the first thing that I care about the most, which is how well does it shuffle? You guys ready? It's great. It's so good. It's got a solid linen finish. They're good cards. They're a little glossy, but they're not too glossy. They slide a little bit, like just enough to shuffle together, but not too much. It's good, standard, not oversized cardstock. Dude, you know, listen, you guys know. If you've been here, you know me, you follow me, you know I'm really crazy about cardstock. It's really good cardstock, okay? I'm going to show you close-up shots, as always, of the artwork. It is so good. And I did such a good job, and it's so clean, and it's so fresh, and it's so like, guys, guys. When they contacted me about it, I checked their Instagram page, I looked at their decks, and I was like, oh yes, please sign me up. I'm so ready for this. Just like one of those times where I just feel so lucky and like blessed. It's a great deck. It's an old school Marcel deck. If you're a collector, I would say get on it for sure. It's stunning. The colors are beautiful. I love the palette. Like, they did a good job, guys. I'm gonna link their website and everything below. Check out their Kickstarter. If you want to get one of these, highly recommend it. First edition review deck. Oh yeah, I know, that's what I should tell you too. So I have a first edition review deck. They told me originally when they gave it to me that there may be some small, slight, minor differences between the final product and this one, just artistically, because it's an advanced copy. They weren't fully done yet. So I'm going to show you close-up shots that I'm sure I did of all the cards, but there may be some slight, that you probably won't even notice, differences between my artwork and what you end up getting. Anyways, Artisan Tarot, Nicholas Convert, Restoration deck, Kickstarter, get on it. Now, onto the decks that I purchased. So Hay House, you guys know I'm a Hay House fanatic. They had a sale and several people let me know it. Like I ignored the first 2 people who told me there was a sale, and the 3rd person got me. So I bought 3 decks, 2 Oracle, 1 Tarot. The Tarot deck that I got was the Good Tarot. I've seen this in quite a few pick a card readings that are on YouTube. And I've always kind of thought about it, but never really been that dedicated to it until it was on sale. And then suddenly I have a reason to get it. Initial complaint is it's gigantic. I can't, this is Oracle cardstock. I mean, I can shuffle it. I can't say I can do it with ease, but I can shuffle it. I will also tell you the backs are not symmetrical. There's like a light spot, dark spot, like a gradient, so it's not symmetrical. You can tell which side is reversed or upright based on the back of the card, if you care about that kind of thing. It's all glossy. It's Oracle cardstock. It's straight up Oracle cardstock. However, I will say I do actually like the deck. I like the deck a lot, and I think what I'll do is I'll use it. I'll probably use it, if you've seen my pick a card readings, I usually use the Second Tarot as like a big kind of Oracle Tarot hybrid clarifier that I put on top of cards. I think I might use this as a clarifier. I use it for myself for a personal read so far. And I decided that I liked it more, I think, as a clarifier. But we'll see how that goes. It's a good deck. It's beautiful. The artwork is really, really, really pretty. It's just really big. It's Oracle cardstock. But if you're super into the artwork, then get it. All right, the first Oracle deck that I purchased from Hay House was the Priestess of Light. It's by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. Oh, I should have mentioned this is a Colette Baron Reed deck, by the way. It's a Hay House deck, so I mean, so's the Colette Baron Reed. Honestly, I didn't think about that until right now. This is not standard Hay House cardstock. Oh, it's probably older. That's probably why. Anyways, this is pretty, like the nice matte cardstock. It's an Oracle deck, but it's still like super shuffleable. I did a terrible example right now, but I swear that it is super shuffleable. Okay, I'm really just butchering this, but it's good cardstock. It's very matte. It's almost got like a, I don't know what the name of this is. I'm sure there's a name for it. I don't know what it is, but it's this very kind of rough textured kind of matte on the front and just straight matte on the back. I mean, very matte. So my understanding of this deck is that they're like oil paintings, which, I mean, the artwork is really pretty. And it's kind of this combination of like animal and like feminine energy, crystals, metals, that kind of thing. There's like a title and then like a subtitle for each one. This one is Claiming the Waters, Peaceful Self-Regulation. It's a good all-around, I would say, Oracle deck. I haven't begun to use them in readings just yet because I need to use them for myself for a while first. But it seems like one of those kind of all-purpose Oracle decks where no matter what the reading is, you can throw it out and it'll be helpful. The artwork is really, really pretty. I really like the vibe. I really like the energy. It's a lot of symbolism in them. It looks like you can tell they're really well thought out. I'm definitely a fan. I just got it not too long ago. I haven't had a chance to really work with it yet, but I am super excited to do so. The last deck that I personally purchased was Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. It says, Keepers of the Light are a powerful congregation of enlightened souls who are dedicated to the peace, healing, and nurturing of the world. The stunning card deck is a bridge between heaven and earth, drawing together 45 ascended masters, spiritual deities, and higher beings from many world traditions who are here to help all of those who call on them. So, yeah. Deities and entities and that kind of thing, spirits, consciousness. It's a Hay House deck. It's a little glossy, but it's good. I mean, it's good. I really like, I don't know why. I never shuffle oracle decks like this. I don't even know why I'm showing you this way. Like, it's an oracle deck. I'm not gonna read reversals, so who gives a shit? Why would I just do this anyways? I don't know why I'm doing bridge shuffling them for you. Regardless, I love the artwork. It's super pretty. There's the name of the deity or master or healer, and then kind of a keyword, and then there's also like a longer description on each card. I like that. I like when oracle cards are like that because it means I don't have to get the book out. You know, with tarot cards, you memorize all the meanings of the cards. You know all the meanings of the card. With oracle decks, they can all just be whatever. So if I can't pull the meaning of the card from the card itself, it becomes cumbersome to me. Unless it's like the Lemurian deck or the Shaman's Oracle, where I will pull one card and read the whole thing, and it's this deep informative thing. But if I'm using them in a reading, I need them to be informative immediately. The artwork is super pretty. I just like it. I like everything about it. It's really beautiful. I, again, have not been able to use it much just yet. I've used it a few times. It was pretty responsive right away. I really liked it. I will use it more in the near future. I've just been busy. Haven't really had a chance to explore new decks. The readings that I have done, I just wanted to stick with the cards I already know so I don't have to worry or stress about anything. But I will get to know that deck soon. Okay, onward to the decks that you guys sent me. The first one, ow, I smashed my finger. The first one is Tarot of Dreams. So this was one of the ones that I put on my wish list because it was one of the ones that was regularly recommended. On one of my videos, I had specifically said that I wanted to find tarot decks that had astrological associations actually written onto the fucking cards. Like, I want them right on the cards. And a lot of people recommended this particular deck, so I threw it on my wish list, and then one of you guys generously, wonderfully, beautifully bought it for me. If you've been here before, you already know this pisses me right off. It's got one of the double-sided box things, so your only option is to hopefully not make a mess. It is better than most because it's just straight up in the box. Still hate it does that though. Yeah, it does have a lot of symbolism. It has elemental symbols, astrological symbols. There's even Hebrew letters on every single card. The artwork is not my jam. I know a lot of people like it. I know Scott, who watches my videos and who just started his own channel under the name Scorpio Moon. Oh, I'm so sorry, Scott. Hold on. Scorpio Moon Tarot is his name. He just started his own channel. I know that he loves this artwork. I know a lot of people love this artwork. It's not my jam. That doesn't mean I won't use this deck. I totally will. But like the weird, shitty vignette annoys me. And I just don't like the style of artwork. It's not that it's bad. I just don't like the style. The cardstock is real stiff. It's not that I can't shuffle it, and I'm sure it'll break in. And if you are like stronger and have bigger hands, then it's probably fine. Or if you only overhand shuffle, it's probably fine. But I have short, stubby, weak little fingers. And this is difficult. It is good cardstock. It's just really stiff. It's not super glossy. It's not obnoxious. It's good. It's got like that waxy kind of coating on it. They're nice cards. I just don't like the actual style of them. However, they do have the associations that I wanted on them. Every card in the corners of the cards have astrological associations or elemental Hebrew letters. Like, there's a lot of information available on the cards, which I appreciate. I haven't spent a lot of time discerning whether or not I think the interpretation of the artwork is done well. On a brief glance, it seems like it is not awful. I just, it's the Photoshop for me. It's bothering me. Sorry, the Photoshop aspect of it is just, it's bothering me. But it's a good cardstock. The artwork is not my vibe. I will use it. I'm sure I'll even enjoy it, but I don't like the artwork so much, and also this box is pissing me off. So, Tarot of Dreams. And maybe it's your vibe. Scorpio Moon Tarot loves it. It's just not my jam. Now, again, if you've been around my channel, then you already know how absolutely out of my mind anal I am about like packaging, boxes, and cardstock, right? Like, it's pretty much the first thing I complain about, and then after that it's artwork, interpretation. Okay. Thank you to the person who bought me this deck. I super appreciate it because it's been on my wish list for a really long time, and I've been really, really wanting it because it looks super interesting. Here's the thing. It's a really heavy. Actually, I'll tell you what, my mom came to my house. She was giving me a ride. She dropped me off when this package was here, and she picked the package up and she was like, "Oh, this is really heavy. I want to know what's in here. What's in here, Stormy?" And I was like, "I have no idea." And so I ended up opening it, and it was this. Like, this is heavy, okay? It's heavy. It's a heavy-duty box with heavy-duty magnets. Okay, so the box opens up, and there's like this ribbon situation, which, when you try to close it, after the first time you open it, it'll almost never go in clean again. See? Even at my best efforts, a little ribbon sticks out, and my brain has a really hard time with that. Big, thick book. The literal worst card situation I've ever seen. And if you've been here for a long time, you know that I thought I had discovered the worst one in the past. I was wrong. This is the worst one. And I'll tell you why. There's nothing to scoop these out. There's no gap at all. There's a huge space between them. So you have to tip them, but there's a huge space. So when you tip them, it's almost impossible. Oh, I did it this time. That never happens. With my short little fingers, I can't get them both out. Oh, I missed one. I can't get them both out into my hand. Usually one pile, the other falls off, and it just makes a mess. And it makes me, so mad. And then the stringy thing. The box makes me real irritated. Now, can we talk about this though? Because I'm super in love with this purple metallic siding. That being said, it is really difficult to shuffle, I'm not gonna lie. Again, yes, I can shuffle it, but I can almost shuffle anything. So just because I can doesn't mean it's good for it, because it's not. If you're just an overhand shuffler, you'll probably be fine. But I mean, I love the look. Here's the thing. I love the look of these cards. I love the purple metallic edging. I love everything about it. Just the vibe of these cards is real cool. That's about where my affection for these cards end. Because I mean, it's got good matte cardstock. It's got good cardstock. It's just hard to shuffle them. The artwork is beautiful, but it's completely irrelevant. Like, there's just not a lot about these cards. Like, none of the artwork exemplifies the meaning very often. Like, there's no like deeper thing that I really notice. Oh, there's 2 extra cards, which is kind of cool. This deck has 2 extra cards in it. And they are, what, Mystery and Unity, I think? The Paranormal, which is called Curiosity, and You Are One, Authenticity. Those are the 2, there's 2 additional cards. So it has 2 extra cards in it, which is called You Are One, keyword Authenticity, and Paranormal, keyword Curiosity. And my basic understanding is, I don't know, they just have new meanings. I think Paranormal is like, you don't get to know the answer to your question, and the other one is being authentic and blah, blah, blah. But so it's a tarot deck, but it has 2 extra cards in it, which is kind of cool, I guess. It's really pretty. The artwork is really, really cool. If you just collect decks and you're looking to like add something really pretty to your deck that's different than everything else, then get it. if you're like learning and you're being really selective on which decks you choose, this Kickstarter would be way cooler. But it's an old school, like if you're just starting, you might as well get like an old school Marcel deck, but yeah, it's cool, but it's not that cool. I really appreciate the person who got it for me. I am not getting rid of it. I love it too much. It's so pretty. It's just really, 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 really frustrating. The box is frustrating. The cardstock is hard to shuffle. And, I mean, the cards are all labeled, so I can obviously read them, but the artwork isn't, like, relevant. It doesn't feel relevant. Some of it does, but most of them, they're either in direct conflict with the meaning of the card, or they have no real significance. The last deck I got is just generically called Tarot. Now here's the story. I wanted an old school Marcel deck. I wanted a classic old school deck, and I put this on my wish list. And I got this deck directly after I finished my last haul video, and it's literally just generically called Tarot book and card deck. And do you want to know what it is? It's the Nicholas Convert deck, but like not nearly as well done. So I pulled these out earlier and I pulled them next to those cards, and So I have two, and I'm just gonna give this one. I don't even have anything to say about it. I'm gonna give this one to my daughter's friend who is a tarot reader, and I just hand her everything I don't want. I just pretty much give to that girl. So she's gonna get this one. It's not a great cardstock. There's also like words print like the press or whatever. Like I don't even know. There's just like shit printed on the cards. The colors are weird. I originally liked it because it looked kind of antique-y, but actually when I got it, it's like a low quality, like a antique filter almost. This is what it looks like is on the cards. The backs don't even go with the fronts. Like how, this is all this like modern geometry and then like vintage, I can't. I don't know how to say about it, and it's just generically called Tarot. Like, it's a Marcel deck. It's literally the same deck that I got what I wanted. At the end of the day, I got exactly what I wanted. It just, wasn't this one. So, that's okay. I tried to go through them pretty fast today. I didn't want to waste a ton of you guys' time. I know that I can really ramble about my decks. I'm trying to be better about it. So yeah, that's it. I got 7 new decks. Don't forget, check the description box if you want to get the Kickstarter. It already got funded. You want to hop on it fast if you're going to get it. And then everything else will be linked below as well. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. If you're interested in my content, I really appreciate it. It helps me grow the channel. And then check the box below if you want to see any of my links. There's a ton of information down there. I've got a podcast. You can book tarot readings with me. There's stuff. My brain gave up. There's merch. There's Instagram. Don't forget to follow me there. There's stuff. So check the box below. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.